statement. We are here for a hearing in the matter CFI-029-2018 before Judicial Officer Maha Mehairi and is being held by way of a teleconference. Any orders or directions made after or during the course of this hearing will be issued by the registry in Dubai on Judicial Officer Maha Mehairi's instructions. Claimants are represented by Canaan advocates and legal consultants. Lead counsel is Mr. Samir Khan. The defendant is represented by Ahmed bin Dahi, advocates and legal consultants. Lead counsel is Mr. Roger Bowden. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you may proceed, Mr. Roger.
Good morning, Your Honor. I apologize for jumping in too soon before. No I'm here, as I will say again and for the record, on behalf of Mr. ABDELAZIM Al-FADIL, and he's supported here today by myself and Mr. Ahmed Al-Asili from Bin Dahi Associates Lawyers. Thank you. And perhaps we would hear from Mr. Canaan now.
Yes, Your Honor.
We're here on behalf of the claimant defended by counterclaim. Cool.
Yes, Your Honor. Now, I think the subject is to respond to two queries from the side of the claimant, of the counter claimant.
Would it be helpful, Your Honor, if I just jumped in? I'm not sure if you're working off the case lines, but very helpfully, we'll call them the counterclaim defendant, have uploaded a bundle, and documents 9, 10 and 11, 9 being the list of issues dated the 20th of January of 2021, number 10 being the case management information sheet, and number 11 being the draft CMC order. Happily, there's almost complete agreement between the parties, and there's just one issue of specific document production which separates us in terms of this hearing. And if it's suitable to you, I might just take you straight to that now, and that would be document 10 in the bundle, and it's the joint case management information sheet. And as we go through numbers 1 to 6, that's all agreed, as indeed are the prospective dates. All that is in dispute amongst the parties now is our request for specific document production by the claimant, and we want access to 2 files, and that is if I can just very briefly explain, with reference to document 7A, or point 7A, sorry, of the case management information sheet. And may I just inquire if are you on the same page?
Which page is that?
It would be, in terms of the case lines program, it's bundle 3, page 4.
I have before me the e-bundle.
Yes. Right.
It's submitted by you. So take me to the page. Which page is it?
Sorry, and that would be on the CMS system, would it?
Yeah.
I apologize. Can we just whiz back to the CMS system? My apologies. Right, that's the e-bundle submitted. There looks to be 2, but I'll just open it up if I may. Filing on the 20th.
It was filed on the 27th of January.
I'm sorry, I just touched the computer and pushed the wrong button and we've gone out. In terms, sorry, Sandra, could you help us with the reference to the document in the bundle, please?
He's asking for the reference. We're getting access to that right now. Sorry, it's not easy access.
No problem.
I apologise for this, Your Honour. I'd organised myself to work on case lines and I need to swap over, and then as I did that, I
No
made a
problem.
mistake.
It's page 3-4.
Page 3-4.
Okay.
Again, that might be the case lines reference, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So what's the heading? Is it the provisional list?
No, it is the
Joint case management information sheet.
case management information sheet is the document we're looking for. I apologise again, Your Honour, but one of the reasons why I was on case lines, because when we went to download it from the CMS system, it shows there as being filed, but there's actually no document attached. And so that's why we were using the case line system, and something that I've just confirmed. It doesn't. I understand there were some difficulties with uploading the documents last week. I'm not sure what they were. And that document, it looks like it's failed to upload, although it was loaded on the case line system.
Just 1 second.
The bundle is on the system. You can download it from there. We downloaded it just like 10-15 minutes ago. So you can have access to it on case lines.
Which page is it on? No?
On the CMS system.
Management information sheet is on page 3-4.
3-4.
Yeah.
Is there any other reference to it, or?
Yes, there is. 348.
348?
Yeah.
Page 348?
Yeah.
Okay, page 348. That helps.
No, let's go. 347, sorry.
347. Page 347, that helps.
I don't think so, because the whole bundle is 97 pages. I'm going to go to the case line. Just 1 second.
Yeah.
I can see the joint case management information sheet.
That's
that is
perfect,
it.
thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go back to the case management information.
Section 7A.
Okay.
I think that's what he's referring to.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Bowden, would you like to proceed on this?
Thank you. I'm now back. Sorry, I've been. Yeah, I apologise for that, but that's a document didn't show up on our CMS. I'm unsure why. But I think we're all on the same page now, Your Honour.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the first page should be the 3.3-4, correct? Joint Case Management Information Sheet, page 3-3, and then moving on to 3-4 being the relevant document, or the relevant part of it. And we're at point 7.
Okay.
Okay. And this is really the only dispute that I'm aware of between the parties. We seek these 3 documents listed 7A, 7B, 7C, and if I just briefly speak to them, what we want is first, initially, CFI-024-2018 is a file or is a proceeding in this court between the two parties. And it dates back to February 2018, during which the counterclaim defendant sought ex parte interlocutory orders against Mr. El-Fadil. That was dismissed by His Excellency Justice Sawalehi, and it was said that there would be reasons forthcoming. I'm unsure that those reasons were forthcoming, but that's not really relevant. That's not a problem. What we wish is simply just to have access to all the documents which were filed, and we believe that we've got access as of right to that. And whether I have to add as a postscript, whether we resolve these issues today or via general document production or via a specific application, it's not critical. But we would like to start our application to get these documents today, even if we do not complete it. And then moving on now to document 7B, that is the case between the counterclaim defendant and their former lawyers. And it was heard in late August last year before His Excellency Justice Giles, and the case was resolved in favour of the claimant, i.e. the former lawyers. And what is pertinent about that case is that the industrial group there indicated that the advice that they had been given by their former lawyers, global advocates, was inadequate, and it discussed their view of the merits of this case. Now, it's quite unusual that advice which might otherwise be privileged has found its way into the public domain, but it has, and once privilege is lost, it's lost for good. And so we say, well, this is publicly available information, or should be publicly available to us as of right, and we would like to use it in the forthcoming case. And then moving on to 7C, we're aware that the counterclaim defendant has made application to either re-domicile from the DIFC or has made application to reduce its share capital. Now, we've asked the industrial group for this information, but they haven't agreed to hand it over or provide any indication as to what it is. Again, we believe that this is relevant to the issues before the court, and highly relevant to Mr. El-Fadil's position should he succeed in his claim, and we would like that information as well. And really, that's the end of what we say about these matters. And as I have said, we would like them by specific discovery, ideally with an order today, but otherwise we say that it's a matter for general discovery, and if it doesn't turn up then, well, we would be in the position of making an application prior to trial, which of course we will do. That's all I have to say about that matter. You will see, Your Honour, from the dates, from the case management information sheet, that everything is really filled in, and there's just a few dates which will come up after the pre-trial review which need to be inserted, and I think they can safely be dealt with at that stage. There has happily, other than the issue that I've just outlined, and that's also, I should have said, what I've just said is briefly set out at paragraph 8 of the case management information. The documents are sought at 7, the explanation is at 8, and other than that, there's been a great deal of cooperation, and we're agreed on all the steps through to trial. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
On behalf of the defendant by counterclaim, we'd like to clarify that our intention is to disclose the information in accordance with the rules. 7A is disclosure is required under clause 6.8 of the RDC, under section 6.8 of the RDC, and 7B is also required under 6.10 of the RDC. So our intention is to make these disclosures during the standard disclosure process in accordance with the applicable provisions of the RDC. We're not in a position to make any further disclosures at this point in time because with respect to 7A and 7B, we recently received the request about 1 week ago. So we would like to be able to review the request for relevancy to ensure that any disclosures that have been made are relevant and have been made in accordance with the RDC rules. As such, we believe that the appropriate stage for these kinds of disclosure is at the standard disclosure stage, and they will have an opportunity, which is on the 21st of February, which is agreed to be on the 21st of February, and the counterclaimant will have an opportunity to review these disclosures and to seek any additional disclosures should they so require by application in accordance with clause 6.17 of the RDC rules. But our intention is not to have to wait until we get to the application stage. Our intention is to review the documents, to the extent possible, agree on the types of disclosures to be made at the standard disclosure stage, and see if we can avoid submitting any applications for disclosure, if at all possible. So that's the present position of the defendant by counterclaim with respect to section 7A and 7B. With respect to section 7C, we note that the applicable regulations regarding the company registrar is under part 9 of the company's regulations 2018, and under part 9 of the company's regulations 2018, some of the queries that the counterclaimant is seeking have already been responded to. For example, application to redomicile or transfer company. This is publicly available information. So if we are seeking to relocate our premises, then we have an obligation as a DIFC entity to inform the registrar of our updated offices and that information will become publicly available on the website. And the list of documents, list of information that is available on the website is under section 9.2.1 of the company's regulations, and it's a fairly extensive list relating to the operation of the company. With respect to the other matters that have been listed under section 7C, again, at this stage, we're not aware of any insolvency proceedings that have taken place to this point in time. So we do not want to, again, get ahead of the trial schedule with respect to these items, and we would like for it, the disclosure to be made within the natural course of these disclosures. And we hope to be able, and if the standard documentation that has to be provided in the standard disclosure is insufficient for any purposes, we think that's the most appropriate time to bring any applications with respect to these disclosures, noting that this will be on February 21.
If I might respond to that, Your Honour, not even I can complain about that. It sounds we're content with that, and very grateful to Mr. Kanan for those indications. And we've raised the matter. We're happy with that. He's responded in a manner which is entirely satisfactory to us, and perhaps if you wish, we could simply provide a joint wording to go into the order. Sorry, we could amend between us the draft order this morning, and send it back as in an agreed form. It seems quite possible. I'm sorry that we didn't do it before now, but last week this point was still in a state of flux, but it's been resolved, and it's a good resolution. Thank you.
Okay, if there aren't any issues, we will be waiting for the amended CMC order and conclude the session.
Yes. Was Your Honour satisfied with the dates that were otherwise set out in the draft order?
I've looked at them. In relation to the trial date, this can be communicated to the registry, and they're going to send you dates in relation to the availability of the court, and you can liaise with them in relation to that.
I trust I'm not speaking out of turn, and it's mentioned indeed in the case management information sheet. We have been trying to settle this and making very good progress in our discussions. So there's a lot of goodwill towards settling this matter. We hope not to have to trouble the court further, but one never knows.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you both for your time. Please send the amended CMC order, and the registry is going to revert back with the issued one.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you both for your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.